The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. We are seeing from Psalm 23 that God, who is our shepherd, provides everything that we need in every situation of life. Last time we saw that he protects us even in days of darkness and grief or pain and suffering. David goes on to say, you prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Now, when we think about sheep, we don't usually think about them bellying up to the table in order to get what they need to eat. It's interesting to note that several cultures around the world define or use the word that we would translate table to describe high mountain plains. In Spanish, the word is mesa, which means table or tabletop. Often at certain times of the year, shepherds will look for these high plains that contain a lot of nutrient-rich grasses for their sheep. One thing that they realize, however, and I've read in just the little bit that I know, is that often these these plains that contain these rich grasses also sometimes contain poisonous plants or poisonous weeds. Now, if you've been following along in our little odyssey through Psalm 23, you know I've mentioned before, sheep are not the sharpest knives in the drawer. Sheep have a tendency to try everything that comes their way. And so the discerning shepherd would in advance go to the mesa, go to the tabletop, and scan the area for poisonous plants, and sometimes even by hand pull them so that the sheep will not try them. Of course, we know that as human beings, we have a tendency to try everything that comes our way, try everything that is in front of us. Sometimes we are not so discerning. God has this desire to protect us, obviously, as his sheep, from the things that would harm us. Peter says that Satan is around like a roaring lion looking for people to devour. How thankful we need to be for the Lord Jesus Christ, our intercessor who is praying for us. In John 17, he prayed, begging the Father to protect us from the evil one. Friends, I want you to know and be comforted today by the fact that Jesus Christ is praying for you. He is preparing a table before you. He is weeding out all of the things that would harm us. Of course, we need discernment. We need to take care of the decisions that we make. But how comforting to know that Jesus Christ, our shepherd, is preparing the way for us.